I'm Tammy Jones, and I am the 2014 U.S. Amateur Champion.
I'm Linda Wang, and I'm the 2017 U.S. Amateur Champion.
My name is Dana Aft, and I am the 2013 U.S. Amateur Champion.
My name is Kenneth Brisbane, and I am the 2014 U.S. Amateur Champion! Yes! Yeah, baby!
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for another match here from the 2021 APA U.S. Amateurs. This is the Open Division. Jeannie Seaver, just a couple of days ago, took off the ladies' division. I believe we're in a one-loss side match again. I'll get that confirmed here. A couple of players running deep, though. We're dwindling down here at Strokers in Palm Harbor. You can see John Mitcheltree from Grafton, I think, Virginia, and Johnny Griffin of Alvin, Texas, just a suburb of Houston on the south side. There's Johnny Griffin of Alvin, Texas, just down that way last week, and John Mitcheltree of Grafton, Virginia. Should be a great match. Here's our tournament format. It's a race to 7, combination of 8 and 9 ball. Maximum 5 games of 8 ball, maximum 8 games of 9 ball. It's a double elimination format here at the U.S. Amateurs. And the other part is the winner of the coin toss chooses either the break or the format to start the match. Players are still just shooting a few balls to get warmed up. I think anyways. I don't believe the match has started. No, it hasn't. So we'll let these last few get cleaned up. Looks like the guys will get the okay. Looks like it's Mr. Griffin, I think, to break the balls in the opening game. Don't know Mr. Griffin. Of course, I'm a Houston area native. But I've lived in the Dallas area for about 10 years, almost exactly 10 years, a little over actually. But so I don't know Johnny, but come a long ways to play, just like his counterpart here, and still running deep in the tournament. So these fellas can hold their own. And like most, they're going to start off with the 8-ball side of the session. And we'll see what Johnny decides to do on the break, if he goes more of the head ball break or the second ball break. Maybe a little mild inspection of the rack, nothing serious. Make sure there's nothing majorly wrong. Looks good. A little fist bump there between the fellas. And we're off here. Game number 1. He really squatted the cue ball. Nothing down as of yet. Nice spread though. So we'll see John here at the table with a choice on solids or stripes. Just kind of looking around. They're both runnable. I don't know about that 13 from this camera angle, whether that goes on the side. So kind of thinking the solids might be a little easier. This is where you'll see the players take the most time usually. I mean, there are situations that come up later in the rack, but normally the guys want to, kind of make a plan of attack here. Now he's going to start off with the 7, drop for the 3. And the reason being is, he came up, okay. So he's going to leave the 2 and 3 for last. I thought he might just go ahead and take care of those. And the reason being is, after he picks these solids off, right, he's got to work his cue ball back down for those other 2 solids. Well, the thought behind that is maybe I just work my way down for the 8 anyways, and on that first shot shoot the 7 and then pick the 2 and 3 off and come on down for the 8 last. But just like you say, different strokes for different folks, different thoughts as you see the outs. Okay, a little flat here, not a whole lot of angle. Don't think the 6 passes up the table anywhere, so he's going to have to maneuver the cue ball here. He's going to have to put a little something into it. Okay, that's got to go. It may end up just being, well, he's got the opposite corner. We'll see what the angle tells us. Like he's got to go with a high ball. All right, it's got to go. A little thin here, so you may entertain the long rail bank, possibly. I don't know how much of the 8 he'll catch here, and I don't know if he'll catch enough to slow the cue ball down. So that's why I always like cutting the ball when you can, but here he's got to end up getting on the 3, right? So the long rail bank isn't the worst option here because he can kind of hold the cue ball with the bank. So we'll see what kind of decision he makes here. Looks like he's going for the cut because he's hitting a high ball, so it might ease this. Try and just hold for something. Nice shot. Now that 8 ball's not helping him out any. And John Mitcheltree knows as well as the rest of us that he's starting off in a dilemma now towards the end of game 1. You'd like to leave the 8 tied up, but that may end up serving you well if you feel like your opponent might make a mistake behind that. But otherwise, you can't really do much if the 3's not freed up some kind of way. So we'll see what he decides to do. Okay. In that situation there, maybe John's just thinking, man, if I can get some kind of another shot at the table, he's just trying to leave it tough, open the 3 up, make it to where, Johnny's got to maybe leave him a kick shot to steal the game or something like that. We'll go with Johnny on the man at the table and John for his opponent sitting down. Here's just, you can do a number of things. You can roll off the 13 down the table. You can roll through the 11. You can chip the 15. You can do a lot of things here. You're going to have to probably give up a kick shot, but that's really all right. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, so I think both guys have done their job in a sense. Once Mr. Mitcheltree, that's at the table now, got in that position, all you can ask for is trying to get a kick shot to maybe steal this game, maybe kick the 3 in and get some type of shot on the 8. It's obvious he's in a bad spot, so So it looks like he has to kick past the 15 and maybe with a little bit of a downward stroke, trying to make the ball tighten up a little bit. I don't think it requires a lot, but a little bit anyways. Top English, he may not hit the 3 at all. Yeah, I like that. So now Mr. Griffin, Johnny Griffin, he's in a great spot. Should try to run out from here. Should be the 13 first, you would think, something like that. Something like the 13, 11, 14, 10, the 9, the 15, and 12 last, something like that. You know, you would want to, again, you got a lot of choices, but you definitely want to take care of a few of the little minor issues. So I don't think I moved the cue ball much. Just make sure I get off the rail a little bit. Yep, he's got the 11. He'll use the 14 to get on the 10. Should be maybe the 9 after the 10's gone. 15 in the side, then the 12 last. The 8 goes to both pockets, so. Okay, here you just want to make sure you can reach it is all. After you shoot the 14, you want to make sure you're not any kind of serious stretched on the 10. Okay, so now, you know, he's a little bit, you might shoot the 9 off now. 9, 15, 10, then the 12. It's fine. Okay, he's just got to bounce off the rail. He wants a little angle on the 10. No reason to get thin on the 12 later on. Really nice stroke that Johnny has here. Real simple through the ball. You may have to check the cue ball up with a little bit of left English coming across the 8. You don't want to bump the 8 or anything like that. Doesn't need a whole lot, just maybe a tip's worth. Almost checked it up too much. That's a good thing about when you check the ball up with a hair English there. You don't really have to guide the stroke much. The English kind of takes care of the speed of the shot. So Johnny Griffin with a nice clean out there. It was an open table, but still pretty smooth. And out to a 1-0 lead. We'll get our first look at Johnny. Well, no, I think Johnny did break the first. And had a dry break, hit him really well, but just a dry break. There you see it on the top of the light, Strokers Palm Harbor. Really nice pool hall. Everything you want, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Serve desserts. All 9-foot tables. Great staff. You don't see that much, the open hand break like that very often. Seen it through the years from a few players, but the few I have seen, they're really good at it. Pretty nice break here. And solids, he's made a solid. He's got a shot on the 1, basically. He's got the 2. The 7's an issue, though. Trying to think how I would get at that 7 ball here if I was Johnny. Wonder if the 7 goes by the 5 in the lower left. I may roll the 2 in and play the 6 and drag the cue ball all the way down there for that, but that's tough, boy. I'm trying to think if there's an easy way to break these out, or at least open them a little bit. Not taking a whole lot of time, though, so there must be something he has in mind. All right, that's why I was wondering, maybe use the 3 to go into them balls, maybe use the 3 to get to the 5 to go into them, but you're kind of waiting a little bit. It looks like to me he's going to try and use the 5 to maneuver on the 7 here. It might be a little much. Might be perfect. It looks like a little straight maybe. I don't know. He might be able to get short side on the 7 here. Get in that little area just below the 14 for the 7. You can see it will go in that opposite corner if you can get behind it. Now still lots of issues because the 8's very covered up as well. Okay, he's got to have a good touch here. I might crash into him. The only reason being is because short side, I think I might be able to get on the 1, but I think I'm very much getting limited on, wow, great shot. Limited on getting on the 8. He won incredible out here, I'll tell you. He may have gotten just dead straight in. It's what you want to draw the cue ball. Kind of back out, maybe get some kind of shot on the 1 to get a cut on the 8. Yeah, he's straight enough. He can pull the ball out there, I think. Or maybe he's looking to follow it 2 rails. Looks like he's looking to follow it 2 rails in between the 13 and the 10. Got to put a little something into this. And it's got to go a little bit. Now he's got to really come with a stroke to get on the 8. So he knows he wanted to be a little closer to the 1 there. So if he can pound this ball back between the 15-10, at least get to a cut shot on the 8 and the side. Hey, not too bad, really. Got to show that power now. We've seen it kind of smooth the ball around. Now we'll have to see a little bit different part of his stroke. Actually got the cue ball exactly where, or not exactly, but decent. Looks like he's playing a safety. I don't know if he got there. It's real close. Yeah, he left him a shot. Johnny might be able, if he can get by getting not hitting the 11 here, which is down table, I think he may be able to bring the cue ball back for the 8. Yeah, nice shot. Oh no, he may have applied a hair too much spin on it. It's close. Needed kind of like a center straight draw there. Now, I don't know if he can go with a high ball or not here. It's real close to a scratch. May have to draw this ball, which is not easy either. Tell you what, though, I've been pretty impressed with the fundamentals. Just really smooth. Real clean stroke through the ball. We'll see about this draw right here. All right. So now we'll see if Mitcheltree can get things going here in game number 2. Pretty free shot here. Just don't lose the cue ball. Like I said, pretty free shot there. Just didn't want to lose the cue ball in that corner. Not sure what Johnny can really play from here. Maybe kicks right before the side, tries to kick this in the corner. You definitely want to find a pocket to try and make it. Kicking to the inner rail, it's a little easier hit, but I don't really see any pockets available. So he may have to kick towards the side pocket right before the side, and he's going to play that side. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. There is a pocket there. He's got to kick to the inner rail and cut the 8 backwards just a touch. So. Tell you what, though, you make a good hit here, you can put a lot of pressure on your opponent. Okay, nice shot there. Get that arm loose a little bit. So break them balls open, of course, at some time or another. If he's going to try and complete the out, doesn't have to. Doesn't have to try and run out, that's for sure. Trying to see if he could break them all right there. Nice shot. So it looks like pretty easy pickings from here. Got a little work though, 12, 11, 9, and then the 8. So needs to gain an angle on the 9, or at least he wants one. That way he doesn't have to make some thinner cut on the 8 if he can help it. Got a little straightish here, a little bit, so we'll see. And a hair on the wrong side of that straight, so he's either going to have to go with a little top inside or really pound the ball or just hold it there and take the cut. Maybe just topping, which doesn't need the inside. Yeah, he just kind of try to stun it over and back. So a big shot for John Mitcheltree here in game number 2. Always want to even the match if you can. Nice shot there. Good stroke, hit center pocket. And 1-1 after 2 games. So we'll see John Mitcheltree break the balls for the first time in this match. Again, it's 5 games of 8 ball. Maximum from here, 8 games of 9 ball. We'll see all 5 of the games of 8 ball. All right, definitely not going with the second ball break. Watch out, cue ball. Wow. It came in at a steep angle to scratching the side. It is behind the line, but you can see the stripes are, besides the 14, they're just kind of all right there together. Okay, so he'll want to, remove the 9. That kind of makes things pretty easy, but that's okay. He'll shoot the 12 here and then the 9, then clean up the 15 and the 11. I think the 13, both 10 and 13 go easily, so a little stretch here. Just has to roll this in, though. And again, when you have those choices, hard to get too bad on anything, really. And he's still got a couple other he can work with. Well, guess now if he falls a little off angle here, this could be a little tricky. Looks like he's all right. He can draw the cue ball back. Just don't get elevated over the 7. And like I said, I don't know Johnny, him being from the Houston area, but sure like what I'm seeing. And this is what that elevation over the 7, just a little off. Now, angle on the 15 is going to be a little imperative, not necessarily like for sure gotta be, but okay, that's perfect. But you can see it doesn't go on the side by the 3, the 8. It doesn't go by the 4 in the lower right corner, so. Really nice out. Horrible luck on the break there for John Mitcheltree. Getting an awful kiss and scratching the side from a really rough angle, it looked like. But 2-1 Griffin. Johnny sticking to that head ball break. I And again, the open hand bridge, you don't see that very often. There's a dry break. We've seen quite a few of those on this table. You can tell they're opening up nice, just sometimes they don't hit the pocket. So I think the 6 is open a little bit, but the problem with the solids is he doesn't have a pocketable ball, I don't think. So I think you would definitely want the solids here, especially if the 6 is playable. And the stripes aren't too bad, definitely doable. A lot of work though here. 9 doesn't pass the 3, I don't believe. It may. 12 definitely doesn't pass the 6 though. He's got the 13, 15, and maybe the 14, is it? To maybe break that out. It looks like he's going to take that on as well. So liking his chances of getting out if he can make this. All right. Now Johnny will be back at the table with a little bit of a long 7 ball, but really the ball you want to shoot anyways opens up the 1. The cue ball should track naturally, maybe 1 rail into the 9 or something like that. Shouldn't be a problem gathering up another shot after the 7. Nice shot. Got the cue ball clear, so off to the races again for Mr. Griffin. Really hasn't made much of a mistake. Earlier on the 8 ball is all. It wasn't easy, that's for sure. That was in game number 2. I like his chances of getting out here from what I've seen. I'm glad he didn't miss that first ball. Sometimes I can really jinx him. Didn't do as well with the cue ball as he wanted. Just caught the ball a little heavy to the hole. I think that's what cost him a little movement on the cue ball. Can he get at the 3? Yes, he can. He's got a 4 that's looks pretty easy on the side from there, you know, after the 3, I think. Seems like a guy that doesn't try and do too much. You know, just goes about for what he needs and tries to keep it to that. It's a good way to be in this game, especially 8 ball. I mean, it's like that in every game, but 9 ball, you know, sometimes you need to let the stroke go a little bit, you know. But 8 ball, Real tidy here with the cue ball. Good patterns. Ooh, that's that ball on the side I was talking about that didn't expect that miss. I'm sure he didn't either. So we'll see if Mitcheltree can get things going here. All right, taking on the 9 here. A little stretched here, but still in a good spot. He can come down the clear side of the table, have those 2 balls on the side. Everything looks like it leads to each other after that. Oh, watch out. Okay, should still be fine, but play the 12, the 14, then have the 2 in the sides there to choose from. The 8 near. Doesn't want to be on the rail necessarily. So one place you really don't want to be on when you have choices, because the rail kind of can limit you and keep you from being able to do what you want. You have some choices, yeah, like there. And that's solely from being on the rail with the cue ball. So talk about a lot of times in the professional ranks, especially just because I do a little more of that kind of commentary, but it's the same thing that you can really manipulate a little bit of a bad angle or something you don't like when you have the entire cue ball to strike. Not sure what he can do here. He's got to probably kick at it maybe. Maybe the ball banks by the 2, 1 rail, long rail. I don't know. I think that's what he's sizing up. Looks like it may twist in, like kind of stiffen in. I think anyways. You could get a kiss with the cue ball here on the 15, just the way it lays. Man, he hit it pretty good if the 2 wasn't there. I'll tell you what else he's done. He's not left anything easy for Mr. Griffin. I don't think Johnny will take much chance here. I think he'll just feather the 4 that he's next to and drop, go the side rail and drop behind it, I think. Anyways. It's about all you have really as far as a nice, more secure safety. You got a big ball too. He's close enough to it. Doesn't have to go the rail very far and then back behind the 4, so he should be fine. Yeah, nice shot. Okay, we may see a jump cue for Mr. Mitcheltree here. It looks like he's going for more equipment. Wow, what a shot. Watch out, cue ball. He may have to do it again, or is he going to get a little keyhole at the 8? Great shot, John. He's got, maybe he can get to the edge of it, but I don't think so. I think he's going to keep that jump cue in his hand and call pocket on the 8. Now, do you go for the jump bank or the cut? I really don't blame him either way, whichever one he feels best about. The jump bank, you don't figure to lose the cue ball. The jump cut, you might. And not only that, I think from this distance, jumping the ball, I don't think there's any one better than the other. I think the cut's just as hard as the bank, to be honest with you. In fact, I kind of like the bank. The more I look at it, the jump bank. Yeah, that's what I was worried about for the cut shot. That's going to cost him game number 4 and a 3-1 deficit. Now we'll only have one more game of the 8-ball left. So Johnny Griffin will break again in game number 5 with a 3-1 lead. And I wonder why he breaks with an open hand bridge, because he's got a real solid, very solid closed hand bridge. A lot of the guys that I used to see would break with an open hand bridge really rarely ever used the closed bridge when they were playing. So a little something different, but hey, it's all about results, right? And those are pretty good right there. Okay, so he's made a solids, and the 7's a real problem. But the one thing is, he can play the 3 off the 15. He can play the 5 off the 15 to open up that 7 ball. Now, he's still got an issue with the 4, but the 4 could go behind the 14 here. If he gets nice and heavy on the 4, he could follow that in behind the 14. Not too difficult. So I think I look to make the 2 easily and pocket the 3 off the 15. Hold for the 5 and get going from there. Sometimes players don't see that little kiss shot, but I think Johnny will. I don't see him doing, yeah. And he's pointing at the 7. You go look at the 3 and you look at the 5, I think he'll realize I think he can make the 3 off the 15 anyways. It appears like that to me. And the 15's a little higher up than I thought, but now he's looking at it a little bit, I think. I'll tell you another thing that's not the worst thing in the world is the cross-side bank on the 7. You know, something you kind of not, I wouldn't say total last resort, but something you stay away from a little bit. But Johnny, both these guys seem skilled enough to handle that. So we'll see how he plays it. That 15's a little further from the pocket than I initially thought from the other camera view. So. I think he is looking at that, the 3 off the 15 now, and if he hits it with speed and like a center stun, should be okay. Just kind of bump the 13. Now you don't want to bump the 13 in the way of the 7 now after you're trying to remove this 15, but you got to get shape on the 5, I think. Yeah, like that. Ooh, that's going to hurt a little bit. That's going to hurt a little bit. Now I'm not so sure what he has. It doesn't appear the 6 goes by the 11 to me. May have to go into a tactical battle here and just shoot the 7 into the 14, trying to cover the pocket up. Not sure what else he really has. Can maybe come off the 4 and make the 14 with the cue ball. I'm not so sure the 10 passes the 9, so that's what he's looking at right now, shooting the 7 into the 14 and just kind of holding his ball and making things difficult, you know. He's up 3-1, so he's going to carry a lead into the 9-ball part of the session. And, you know, he's like, okay, let me at least make my opponent earn it here. I liked his plan for sure. Just a little unfortunate that the 15 carried off when he made the 3, carried over in front of his next shot. So I think this is the right shot though. Now the one thing, if he tries to stop the cue ball, he may let the 7 get away from the pocket and open that up for John, but that's what I like, just rolling it. Maybe you make things tough. He was trying to roll down maybe just right by the side. And I wouldn't say a very missable ball, but one you can't take your eye off of, that's for sure. Okay, nice shot. 12 goes in the side later at 11, so maybe, you know, try and use the 10 to get on the 13 or 15 now. I don't know if that's even possible. A lot of traffic there. Trying to come between the 4 and 8. All right. It's okay. Now, I don't know if I shoot the 13. I might shoot the 12 here. Get a little heavier on the 13, or maybe even get to the 15 first. I know the 8 doesn't maybe go by the 7. That's a little alarming, but hate to shoot the 13 and have to run into the 5 and something goofy happens there. So I think a little change of plans isn't so bad here. Maybe use the 12, like I said, to come back up the table for the 13 and the 15, and then back for the 11. Because otherwise he's got to draw this ball, or he's got to have a real good stun speed going beside the 9. If he goes into the 5 now, watch out. Could fall underneath the 15 a little goofy. Like this is the worry I had. 5 gets in the way. Now you got to come with a long shot. And you still have to get back for shape on the 15 at some time or another. So I think his instincts were telling him, man, shoot the 12 to draw back for those 2. But just kind of went away from it. Didn't have to get snookered right there, for sure. He's going to shoot the 7 in and just come one rail up for the 6. I think just a little bit on the left side of the 4 ball. Oh, he's coming the other way. I thought he'd just come up the left side of the 4 and have the 6 in the upper right, which really carries you to the 5 pretty easily. Now he may have to take on a pretty tough shot, either the 4 or the 6. I don't know if the 5 passes the 15. I kind of think it does, but looks like he's taking on the bank. Wow, nice stroke. Really nice. Really nice. Really good cue ball there. Okay, and now a pretty good look at an 8 ball to go up 4-1 and conclude the 8 ball part of our session, but nice shot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the 9-ball part of the session. Nice little shot there from Mitcheltree, John Mitcheltree. I think he may have let him see just a little bit of the top of the 1 here. We'll see if Mitcheltree can get it going here in the 9-ball. A couple little things got away from the 8-ball, but tough shot here, but one you got to go for. Yeah, we'll cut it just a little bit. Now, Johnny Griffin can get to the left side of the cue ball, which is exactly what you want here on this shot. Now the 2 is not sitting too pretty. The 7 got bumped down there. Oh, he's got a kick. Okay, I thought he could get to the rail first shot. Maybe he's deciding to kick because with the 2 the way it sits, what's the use in taking a chance, maybe airing the 1, trying to go rail first and cut it in. Now he's looking at it, maybe if he can get at it, but again, I mean the 2 is the 2-7 kiss shot on the 2 kiss shot on the 7 off the 2 into the 8 is definitely playable, but kind of hard to get to that position from where he's at. But tell you what though, if I like the rail first if it looks like it's available to me. Nice effort. Okay, I think he's just got to set up for that kiss shot here. Get over here to the left side of the table, just be able to see the 2, the 7 into the 8's pretty much a hanger, or at least hard to miss. Yep, he got over there. Now he needs to slow down a little bit. I think that's perfect, actually. Yeah, I don't think he can really even miss it. I don't think, anyways. Puts a little right English on it. Definitely can't miss the 8. I don't believe, anyways. Nice shot. Now is the 2 gonna agree? It may fall in this little gap, this little window. Not much love there for John. Made a nice shot. I think he may have a sliver of the 2, but I don't believe he can make it. Oh, he could. He swerved it. Heck of a shot. And again, no love at all for John. Johnny with ball in hand. Me, myself, I'm not even concerned about the 5 by the 9. Maybe he was looking at the 6 by the 9. That's more like it. That's the one that's worrisome. All right, looks like he's set up for the draw stroke here. And I just hit up my buddy back home asking about this Johnny Griffin. I'm wondering how I don't know a guy that plays this speed from around the Houston area, and his age kind of makes me feel like I should know him. He's not like 19 or nothing, but my buddy told me he owns and runs the APA leagues in Pearland, I believe it is, and moved a few years ago to the Houston area from the Carolinas, he believes. So makes a little more sense. It's got to go a little bit. It's got to go. Now, one thing that's laying well for Johnny is if he has to go extreme, the 7 makes that corner pocket a lot bigger. So he may have to turn it loose here a little bit, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Can't really overcut this too much. You can hit the bottom rail, so the undercut is the way to miss this combination. As long as you get thin on it, should be all right. Is he playing the kiss shot here? Kiss shot's dangerous. You have to really play with a little running right English and hit the rail first and cue ball come out. I think I'm back cutting the heck out of this 6 ball here. Like I said, the 7, the only way you can really miss it, you can't hardly overcut it. I mean, you can technically, but it's very hard to do. The undercut is really the only way you have a problem. Nice shot. And now looking for a very commanding lead in this match at 5-1. Oh, Mitcheltree's just got to hang in there. He's playing good, obviously, running this deep in the tournament. He's played well here. Just a few things, not gone his way more than anything. Not really like a bunch of glaring mistakes. Johnny Griffin, like I said, with a pretty commanding lead in this race to 7 at 5-1 now to break in game number 7. Don't see one down yet. Mitcheltree's going to have a long 1 ball, but does naturally lead towards the 2. Got a lot of work here, though. 4, 5 on the rail, 6. Got to get back over for the 7 and then back down table for the 8. So first things first on the 1, but it's kind of racked, though. If you get out here, you can build a little confidence, get things going. May see an early one here. The 9's definitely got a chance to go in cleanly or off the 6. Oh, watch out. Watch out. Okay, I was worried the 9 was gonna give up the 9, but he's gonna give up a safety. I don't know. Being left-handed, he should be able to reach this where he just edges the 2 into the 9 and drops back behind the 9 with the cue ball. No, might get away. No, nice shot. Nice shot there, John. All you can do is leave it tough. It's maybe straight in. No, it's real close, corner to corner. Shot at one time or another. We all kind of toyed around with practicing. Set the ball up in the dead center of the table and shoot the cue ball out of the corner into the next. Kind of a proposition shot we used to shoot at a lot as well. Try to practice drawing back in the hole you're shooting out of, follow the ball in, and the hole you're shooting it into. It's a good feeling when you knock it in, I tell you that. Wow, what a shot. Great stroke. Like it had ice. Now a little tight position here. Getting on the 4. Now you can see a 4-9 possibility. Looks like he may go around the 4 here off of 3 rails. I don't think he'd set up for the 4-9. Oh, looks like he might be setting up for that 4-9. Cue ball's going to get by the 7, so he's going to have a pretty decent look at it. Not an easy combination, though. Space between the cue ball and the 4. It's off angle. Space between the 4 and the 9. So, looks like if you hit the 4 to the dead center of the pocket, the 9's going. So, wouldn't expect him to miss it, really. And I ain't trying to jinx him, but just he's been super solid the whole match. So I expect this one to go down as well. Yeah, what an out. 2 ball out of the corner there. 3 up, tough shot, bringing the cue ball all the way back down. So on that thin cut in the side, now 6-1. Checking the rack. This is the last time that Johnny will be breaking in the match, so one thing I learned to not do is don't back off. Keep doing what you're doing on the break. I used to think, man, I don't want to scratch on my last break, but then I might even scratch more often or not hit him like I wanted. You know, I like go ahead and, like I said, not backing off. I'll tell you, he's made every tough shot, so I don't think he's going to back off of this one. All right. I don't think he's going to roll it. I think he's going to elevate and dig on the cue ball here. And there's a little element of safety in mind, meaning at least trying to bring the cue ball back. Figure the 2 to maybe stay on that end of the table. If you miss it, maybe bobble the pocket and come out or something like that. Okay, he's come back with the cue ball. Is the 2 going to get maybe behind the 4 or something like that? No, there you go. So Mitcheltree's got something to start with, I think. Hasn't had the best of luck in this match, and he's playing a guy that's played just about as good a match, if not as good a match as anybody I've seen on this stream table. That's including many of that have won this event, and many that I know are really, really good players. So very impressed with Johnny Griffin. Nice shot there to get started. It's got a 3-5 combo. He's not playing a kiss shot, is he? Definitely playing the combo, I think, right? No, he's playing the kiss shot. Okay, good shot. That's where the guys at the table really know the angles and can see the little things just a little better than we can. Yeah, like him getting up, because it didn't look like he was making a clear-cut decision of what he wanted to do with the cue ball, so that's important. All right, good shot there. Like the choice. Pretty routine, just maybe stop there. 7 in the corner, 8 in the side. He drew over a little bit, so now he's got to work the cue ball a little. It's not so natural. May have to put a little bit of right spin on this, or maybe just pound the ball a little like that. Okay, doesn't want to end up too thin. Maybe he has to play this in the corner now. Still shouldn't be a problem. Well, maybe he's still looking at the side. That looks awfully thin for the side unless you're going to go up and down or something. But yeah, I like the corner here. I think he can get to the side rail. And as long as he strokes the ball and he can get out. Yeah, uh-oh. Don't bump it up too much. He's all right. Now John Mitcheltree inspecting the rack. Get to see him his first break here. And the 9-ball I'm talking about. Just missed the 1 a little bit. It looks like to me he can bank the 1 and use the 2 and the 7. Put the 1 maybe just a little past the 5, something like that. Just kind of float behind the 2 and the 7 with the cue ball. I ain't got a kiss. Look at this. Wow. So things not rolling too well for Mitcheltree, and it's not so much that his opponent has gotten lucky very often. That was a little fortunate. It's just a little bad luck on John's side. Nice hit there. It's got to go a little though. It's got to go. Huh? I don't know if he can make it. It's close. Looks like maybe the 1 has just the top of the pocket to get by the 8, maybe. It's got to put a little spin on it to get the cue ball to escape for shape on the 2. All right, should just thin the 1. Come back over maybe behind the 3, not really necessary. Just thin it up the rail and use a 6 and 9. A lot of times you don't want to try and get behind the 3 because that'll make you just maybe let the 1 get loose a little bit too much. Excuse me, you got the 6, 8, and 9 to use, so 3's not really necessary. You want a little more out of that. I think he's giving up a little piece of the 1 here. Okay, so Johnny got him a shot for the corner. Natural shape on the 2. Oh, nice shot. Nice shot there. He wanted to get off the rail, of course, so it's going to have a lot of work here to get from the 2 to the 3, but nice shot on the 1. You have to elevate here. Just kind of dig on the cue ball and send the cue ball at the 3 off the 2. When you elevate here and you have to get by the 7, there's not any like nice medium zone where you can dig on it and hold it. Oh, he's going to try and go back and forth. He may catch the 7 here. That ball might bounce on him a little bit. Really nice. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but okay. I don't know if I would jump at this. Kick shot looks very doable. Kick and stick kind of like, and a lot of balls there. A lot of good things can happen, it looks like to me. As long as you get the draw on it and you don't scratch, but that's the shot I like, kicking and trying to hit it nice and full and bang it around table maybe. Get, things go, you may drop below the 4 or the 6-9 even, so. Oh, he caught the 5. Didn't expect that. Caught the 5 ball there. All right, really surveying with ball in hand here. Figured to play the 3 and the 4 up long. Roll past the 8 for the 5. Maybe in the side, maybe in the corner. I'd get a hair of an angle here, I think, on the 4. I didn't maybe get the angle he wanted. I don't know. We'll see. I think he wanted a little angle to go outward. Maybe play the 5 in the upper right, excuse me. Okay, that's all right. It's got enough angle to go up the table and back down. All right, overcut it. Overcut. He may get a roll here, though. Maybe. Hadn't had many. Definitely deserves a few. Don't think he's left a piece of this. You almost got to go to the side rail here because you want to ensure the hit. I mean, the 6 is a little down here. You could easily leave the 5 to where it's not easy to get on the 6. You may not leave a shot at all. Kick long rail. Figure to hit it, but you're bringing the 5 down by the 6. So a lot of things good can happen that way as well, though, actually. You got the 6 and 9 to maybe get a snooker with. But I like the guaranteed hit here, or what I figure is going to be a guaranteed hit. Yeah. Yeah, see, this ball gets out a little bit. Okay, now here John's got a shot. 7's in a little easier position now. He's got to make a good shot on the 5, but other than that, I mean, should be natural position. Take care of the cue ball. We'll see if he wants to hit it with a high ball or kind of wrap the corner and come down. Looks like a high ball, but maybe he's going to put a little outside and still come 2 rails. Good shot. Good shot there. Really nice. He had to stun out for the corner. So main thing is here, just don't take your eye off the ball here. Nothing wrong. Good position. Okay. Mitcheltree's going to cut it to 6-3. Cut that lead down a little bit. All right, John Mitcheltree to break in game number 10, trailing 6-3. He's reeled off a couple in a row after trailing 6-1. Now's the 2-ball going to help him a little bit here? It looks like it. Looking at the 2-rail kick here. Ball in hand here now. So John can get going a little bit. And got a little less angle here than he really wanted. Wanted to get a little more angle just to move the cue ball a little easier. Smart shot there, getting to the center of the table, taking the shot. Oh, doesn't need this roll. He's got a little piece of the 4, and I think he can actually make it maybe, but not easy. Yeah, this is tough. Oh, nice effort. Tough shot. And yeah, would have had to make another on the 5, and I think he would have buried it. All right, really, probably one shot to win this match and advance in the tournament. This is the shot, natural shape on the 5. He could get in a little trouble, but I kind of doubt it if he makes it. 7 to the 8, some work, but if he buries this 4, good shot. Really nice. Let's try to get a little more out of the ball, hitting a hair thicker to the hole to help the cue ball out. And I said it earlier today, I thought the tables were starting to get a little tougher, a little more humidity today, and just getting a little more wear. That one kind of drug out on him. I'm not sure if that's going to be very satisfying for John. I don't know if he got anywhere he wanted to be. Yeah, he might be in real trouble with this angle. So he's trying to put it in the corner. Needs a little bit of a roll. I'm not sure he's going to get it. He hasn't left anything. I mean, the ball's very pocketable, of course, but shape is not the easiest coming from the end rail. I guess he can cue this with a little left English and swing the ball maybe 2 rails to the center of the table. That'd probably be enough. Thing is about this, you hit it a little off to the hole maybe sometimes. Yeah, I think he needs English. That's for sure. He needs a little bit of left, I think anyways. Watch out for that side pocket. Okay, he got a lot out of it with not much English at all, but he's got to show us a little bit of that dig on the cue ball. This will be low with some right English for sure. That 5 ball he just shot was a similar, like a variation of this type of shot, so that may help him, remind him, hey, just hit a little cleaner to the pocket here on the 7. Definitely, I think, has the game to get past the side. Should go 2 rails back and forth. Oh, you overcut it. So that last one may have actually played a little different in the head there because he hit it thick, right? So maybe making a hair of the adjustment there. All right, can't afford straight in, but Can't worry about that. You got to swing the ball here and bring it back where it's at now. Oh my, I didn't expect that from John. Just kind of raised up on it a little bit is all. Yeah, the thing about this is he definitely goes into the 7, I think. I mean, he definitely goes into the 9, excuse me. And I don't know if he'll scratch. He actually might make the 9 in the lower left-hand corner. But I think getting shape is very difficult. Getting all the way back down. Yeah, because it's not as thin. I mean, it's a thin cut, but it's not as thin as like it appears, you might say. So easy to overcut this ball, trying to not hit so much of the 9 with the cue ball. Maybe he just goes right by the 9, but something tells me he's going to catch a piece of 9. It may be for good fortune. We'll see. Yeah. Oh. That was tough. Didn't see much chance of getting, like I said, by the 9 and back down for the 8. So. Looks like Blake Baker's defeated Raymond Linares. So one former champion eliminated. Nice shot. Oh, wow, I thought he made that. Thought he made that, and that'll probably end our match here. And hats off to John Mitcheltree. And don't want to jinx anybody, but I think these are probably okay. I'll tell you one thing about Johnny Griffin. I'd say hats off to John Mitcheltree because Johnny Griffin played one heck of a set here. Now, he made a couple of little mistakes after being up 6-1, but, man, he sure played a real powerful game until then. So he's going to advance, and deservedly so. So we'll see more of Johnny Griffin in the 2021 U.S. Amateur Championships presented by the APA. We're at Strokers in Palm Harbor. More coming to you, so stay tuned, and thank you very much.